Welcome to the Secret Underground Laboratory Recovery and Salvage, where rude mechanicals do magic. Hello, I'm Bronze Age, Director of the Secret Underground Laboratory Recovery and Salvage, and today we're at the BF bench for a product review. Now, I don't do product reviews because this is not the kind of channel where people send you stuff to actually review, and products are for people that can afford new stuff. This is the Harbor Freight 10-inch pneumatic tire. That's not what our review is about. But I use a lot of these. They're very handy for all kinds of carts and stuff like that. They don't last very long. The inner tubes in these things is obviously not very good. You get about a year out of them. You come back to it, it's flat. Blow it back up, and about 2 minutes later, it's flat again. These sell for around $10. They put them on sale for $4.99. I figure that's probably their loss leader, get you in there and convince you to buy a better tire. But I have assembled a collection, probably about a half a dozen of these things that can't be used, and they never sold a tube for them until yesterday. I was in Harbor Freight because I had to retire, and on the shelf was an inner tube, and it actually says new on it, which, yes, I'm glad that's a new inner tube, but what I think what they mean is that, hey, look, we now have inner tubes for our $5 tires. I'm going to dive into the tool archive. Anytime this tool chest gets opened, usually means it's a pretty bad day. Now this is definitely a pennies chasing pounds kind of situation, because there is no reason in the world to replace the inner tube in a $5 tire. But I just want to see what it's like. And even though I haven't seen the inside of a tire for probably 30 years, I probably have replaced somewhere around 20,000 tires for other people, of course. Not much to this, and it's certainly easier than changing a tire on a modern car. Back in my day of tire problems, 15-inch tires were the biggest we had to worry about. And you definitely didn't have to worry about breaking a steel wheel when you were changing tires. I really don't envy the guys who put all those little skinny tires on those big wide wheels. Because the wheel itself probably cost a car note. Well, I have to say that worked out well. Well, this is Bronze Age for the Secret Underground Laboratory. I really do appreciate you sitting through this waste of time and waste of money. But all in all, I would have to say the Harbor Freight inner tube does fit the Harbor Freight tire, and it'll give you a little more life out of a $5 tire. So, really would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Questions and comments. Now I have to include tires, but furniture, lighting, anything that sort of stuff is always welcome. I always respond, and I'm happy to help. So again, thank you for watching.